demons,
creepy creatures, vipers, envious losers, envious demons.
Your future
is pain,
pissants,
deluded pissants. This is no game.
Hey demons,
little angry demons.
no mercy for you. You're doomed, condemned here by truth,
Condemned
by truth.
Your spiritual crimes will hang you high and burn you alive forever and ever and ever. No mercy
For demons,
no mercy
no mercy, no mercy.
no mercy.
Burn forever here,
Burn here,
no mercy.
no tears. Demons,
Dance in the fire.
ugly demon liars. Burn, 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 burn.
Hello everyone. This little video is about serpent tongue demons. Now some Christians might say they're the serpent seed. They're the ones Jesus talked about. They're the tongue flickers. They flick out that serpent tongue that I've shown for years and years on here. I've shown YouTubers doing it. So-called truthers. Chrissy Pissy Shateris, that Reaper creature, ignorance is bliss, was his former name. Plenty of them. You've seen them. My live streams, I've shown them. And in short videos, and in regular length videos. Talcott flicks out his tongue like a serpent. Plenty of them do. It's not just some. It's most, if not all. It's very common in this realm. Now, Jeremiah Finkelstein says, oh, people just flick out their tongue. It's normal. And people just have snake eyes. It's normal, he says. He does it himself, so he says it's normal. No, it isn't normal. It's not licking your lips. It's flicking the tongue out at high speed. And to capture it, sometimes I've had to slow down the YouTube speed to 0.25 speed. A quarter speed of normal. If it could go even slower, I would do it on YouTube. Or if I had software to slow it down even more in super slow motion. Because a lot of these tongue flicks are high speed. Happens very quickly. And a lot of times they're in rapid succession. They'll flick and flick and flick 2, 3, 4 times in a row. But it happens very quickly. And it's on video. I've shown this for years. But you can also see it in person with these creatures. You can also see their eyes morph or change into slits, into snake eyes. The pupil is a vertical slit like a snake's eye. I call it the snake eyes. And I've made memes and songs and I've exposed them, and it gets tiresome and frustrating because it shouldn't take years for you to see. It just shouldn't take years when you've been shown and bombarded with evidence and The evidence is mountains high, sky high. A lot of you don't want to look in this realm. A lot of humans. Now, don't take it personally. If you say, Stephen, I look, yeah, you're one of the rare ones then. You're one out of billions. One out of billions that looks. Now, when I say serpent tongue demons, am I just talking about tongues flicking? No. I'm talking about what they are. As beings, they are demonic. They're not like me, spiritually. Now you can go and say it's in the Bible, the serpent seed. I don't go by the Freemasonic Bible. I don't go by that deception. If you want to go back to the Bible like lots of baby truthers do and get wrapped up in the Savior program and think that Jesus is coming to save you, well, why didn't he do it the first time? Why didn't he fix this place the first time? Because it's worse now than it was 2,000 years ago. Oh, isn't that something? And why is there a Freemasonic book? Why is it published by a Freemason? King James Version is a Freemasonic edition. Interesting, isn't it? KJV. King James. A high degree, over 33rd degree Freemason. And royal bloodline. Demonic royal bloodline. And that's the book they trust? Isn't that remarkable? You'd have to be a fucking moron. You might as well dive into a sewer and call it a pure spring water pool. You're in sewage. You're a fool. 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 That's Bro Sanchez. Fool. Fool. Anyway, the serpent tongue is a forked tongue. These creatures talk out of both sides of their mouth. They're two-faced. They're Janus beings, two-faced demons. So they don't just flick out a tongue. They lie. For these serpent tongue demons, lying is like breathing. It's automatic for them. They don't have to think of it. It's not difficult for them. They have no conscience. They just lie, just like taking another breath. We're breathing all day long, and we're not conscious of it. We're breathing while we're asleep. I think these creatures can lie in their sleep. They lie and lie and lie. You rarely catch them telling the truth. And if you do, it's minor, and then they cover it up, muddy it with lies. And shit. They heap shit on top of it. Like these shit spreaders, manure spreaders, muck spreaders. In the farmer fields, the shit's flying. That's what they do. They bury the truth in shit. They lie. They gaslight. They character assassinate. They smear campaign. They plot against people. They even plotted murder against me, these creatures, on YouTube, groups of them. They plot violence and murder. They tried to extort money from me. They fake their deaths. They falsely accuse me of crimes, say I'm a criminal. I'm not a criminal. Never been charged with any crime in my whole life. The most I've had is parking tickets and a couple speeding tickets. Maybe 2 or 3 speeding tickets in a lifetime. That's it. That's nothing. That's nothing. Those aren't crimes. And that's it. Never been in court. Not once in my life. Despite being attacked by demons for decades. Never been pushed over the edge to do violence to them. They can't push me over the edge. They can't trigger me. They can't make me furious or emotional enough to want to do what they do and how they behave. They can't do it. I'm the calm in the storm. What do I mean by the storm? This realm, not just what they do to me in my life. This realm is a storm. It's a storm of evil. They are envious, these demons, just like in the song at the beginning, the intro song. Envy is evil. Envious demons. Envy can drive these demons to do violence, to lie, to smear, to do all sorts of things. They lie about my artwork. They lie about me as a person, as a being. They say I'm a criminal. They're liars. They talk about discernment, and they have none themselves. Demons follow other lying demons. In groups, in hordes. They have a hive mind. They stick together. If one of them is lying, 10 of them, 20, 200, 300, 500. There's whole channels full of these lying demons. Some of you haven't learned this yet. You either learn now or you pay later. That's why I'm pushing you to learn. You're running out of time. 10, 20 years in this realm can go by just like snapping your fingers. It'll go by quickly. And I'm not fear-mongering. I'm trying to push you to do the work while you can, while you have a chance, before you leave your body, before that big recycling bin comes up to you. Metaphorically. Because it's worse than that. That sounds gentle. It doesn't sound too devastating. You should be working to learn every day. Why do I say you should? If you want out of here. It takes work. It takes effort. It takes energy. It takes thought. It takes not filling up your skull with shit, with lies, with shit channels. If you want to fill up on that, it's like filling up out of a McDonald's dumpster, like a homeless bum, or trash somewhere else that may be worse than McDonald's. That stinky, juicy, greasy slop where it's just piss and everything else in there. The homeless are digging through it. These bums. What's the point? You fill up your stomach with that. It's the same as filling up your mind. With junk. With shit. With programming. Then you come to me and you say, I can't remember everything you say, Stephen. Well, your head's full of shit. You've been filling up on shit channels, hours and hours, day after day. Some of you, for years and years and years and years and years. You have no room left for truth. You have no room left for beauty, for logic, for spiritual wisdom, for alchemical gold, for my Esoterica series and my Alchemical Gold series and my God's Plan series of videos. All the things I've taught, you don't have room. Your memory's full, like a hard drive that's full, except it's worse than a full hard drive. It's full of shit. It's full of toxic shit, chemicals, and demonic shit, demonic programming, Hollywood programming, demonic YouTube programming from shit channels run by demons. If you fill up on that, you won't have room for truth. You won't have room for beauty. You won't have room for spiritual wisdom. You won't have room for all the things that could potentially help you in this realm and on your way out and beyond here, beyond this matrix, outside of it. The lessons and the wisdom will remain with you if you learn it. If you pay attention, you focus, you learn, you ponder, you think it over, you remember, you retain it. It's important. It's really important. That's why I'm so passionate about it, because I know it's important. And I know I can only do so much. I can't store files on a hard drive if it's 99.999999% full, and I have a video that's 250 megabytes. Well, there's not enough room. There's enough room for a 10K file or something small. That's it. There's no room. There's no room with some of you. You haven't deprogrammed yourselves. You haven't dropped the garbage, the junk, the shit. You're hanging on to it like one 50-pound or 100-pound kettlebell, which is heavy, in one hand, and another 100-pound kettlebell in your other hand. One in the left, one in the right. You're walking around and it's useless. I say to you, why don't you let it go? Why don't you drop it? Drop the programming. Drop the shit. Stop carrying it around in your hands and in your skull. It's weighing you down. It's not only weighing you down, it's slowing you down. It's making you so you can't think quickly. You got all this junk you stored in your head thinking you need it all. I don't think you do. I think you should drop a lot of the lies and programming. Should drop a lot of the shit. Some of you spent 8, I don't know. Sorry, I'm going to revise that because some aren't that old. I won't start off with 8. 3 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 15, 20 years on shit YouTube channels or shit websites that filled up your memory with demonic programming and shit that is untrue or unhelpful or misleading you. And you're hanging on to all that weight. And what I'm trying to do is get you to drop it. Let it go. That's part of what deprogramming is. Let go of the shit. I'd say the same thing if I saw you dragging around a big garbage bag or double contractor bag, the thick plastic that you can put bricks in and shit, and it won't tear easily. It's not like the crappy garbage bags they sell at the grocery store. The contractor bags from Home Depot or wherever, another store, Lowe's, wherever you go. And it's full of shit. And you're dragging it around in the street. I'd stop you, go, you don't need that. Why are you doing that? It's making it hard for you to walk. And at first you start arguing with me. I need it, Stephen. I need it. It's mine. It's my shit. What good does it do you? Is it helping you? Is it meaningful? Is it helping your life today? Will it help you tomorrow if you drag it around for the next 20? Is it going to help you next week if you drag it around until next week or next month or next year? But a lot of you insist on dragging around shit, carrying it, dragging it around, carrying it on your back, on your shoulders, or in your skull. You can get upset with me and say, I don't like this analogy, Stephen. I don't feel like I'm hanging on to shit. And you get upset and get emotional. That's what a lot of you do. But I guarantee a lot of you are carrying shit. And once in a while you'll spew it out. And I know it doesn't come from my channel. You got programmed along the way. Not just in school. You got to think bigger than that. It isn't just, some of you go back, yeah, they programmed us in second grade and well, what about the YouTube experience? What about all the shit that you think you learned on fake channels that have their hands out for money and they program the shit out of you? They put shit into you. I know you don't like hearing it because some of you say, I must have got something out of watching this shit channel for 3 years that I used to watch, Stephen. I must have got something out of it. Really? Did you? Did you really? Because that's the way the human mind works. They try to justify gobbling up shit. You'd do the same if you were eating shit off a plate. I know it's gross. It's a terrible, stinky analogy, but it's necessary. I'm trying to get you to see the programming is gross so that maybe it will inspire and motivate you to drop the shit. Let go of it. Stop carrying it around. It's not helping you. And it comes from demons. It's not just Hollywood. That's where a lot of you make a mistake. Oh, it's the mainstream media, Stephen. I know they lie to us on TV and in movies and entertainment. It's not just that. YouTube's the same way. And I've been saying this for longer than any of you listening to my voice have known me. Way longer, in fact. That they lie to you on here. This is the new Hollywood. This is the new TV. This is the new mainstream media news. News having your mind going north, east, west, south, all different directions and confusing you. Because confusion is an excellent way to program people. You put them into a confused state, these creatures, these dark occultists, dark magicians, dark sorcerers, and then they program you when you're in a confused state. And it isn't just in different states like beta and theta. It isn't just the flicker rate and the frequency. It's beyond that. It's giving you conflicting information that contradicts, and then it puts you into that state of, I don't know what's true, and then you're programmable. They study human psychology. Who do I mean by they? Not just the mainstream media, the owners of it, the billionaires, and the ones behind the curtain. The ones you never know the names of. Not Elon Musk and Bill Gates and Bezos, the ones not the Rockefellers and Rothschilds, ones you've never heard of. Who do they have working for them? All sorts of agencies, including the top psychologists that know the human mind and know how to program you. So what am I working against? I'm one spirit working against billions and billions of dollars in resources and the top beings of programmers in this world, trying to help you deprogram. And I'm making not even a cent doing it. And they're making billions, trillions. This industry of programming humans is huge. That's what I'm up against. That's how I see it. I see it as a war. Good versus evil. And I know it's a simple way of looking at it. I'm saying it that way on purpose so that it's very understandable to everyone. Everyone should be able to understand that. You're in a war, a spiritual war, a psychological war, a war in this realm, and a war beyond this realm. Whether you like it or not, you can say, I don't like that. It doesn't feel good. It's still true, though. You're in a war, whether you like it or not. And we're in a war with these serpent tongue beings. Spiritually, they're nothing like me. Inside, nothing. Now, a lot of you, humans, people, say don't judge a book by its cover, yet that's what you do every day. You do it with beings. You do it with me. You'll say, you look human, Stephen. I've heard people on my channel say that. You preach, you say, yeah, that's good advice not to judge a book by its cover. Then you do exactly that. It's remarkable the way you are, humans. So many humans are hypocritical to the fucking core. You'll say, yeah, I agree, don't judge by the book by its cover. Then you'll say, oh, you look human. You're not different. You're not special. You're not magical. You're not this. You're not that. You don't know anything about me. Anything. All you know, quote unquote, know about me is what I show you on YouTube. What I allow you to see. That's it. That's all. There's liars on YouTube calling me a criminal, saying my art is AI. Some said years ago that I'm AI, that I'm not a real being. They said, Sanity Machine, he's not real. He's AI. That Charles Creature said. I have it on video. You've lied about me. Thousands of you on YouTube. It's not just one or two beings. I'm not crying victim going, oh, boo-hoo-hoo. They lied. A couple people lied. It's thousands of you. You've shown me what you are. And I am passionate about this. You've shown me what you are. Not just on YouTube, but in this realm. Most of you are demonic in this demonic realm. And it might be one of the only ones to ever say that and not say it jokingly. It's not a joke. I'm not trolling you. I 100% am sincere that most of you beings in this realm walking around are demonic. You're part of this demonic realm. And what you attack are the pure, the honest, the trustworthy, the truth speakers, the authentic beings like me. I don't see you attacking real criminals and outing them and exposing them. Real sex offenders. I don't see you going after them on YouTube. I see you falsely accusing the innocent. That's what I see you doing, you fucking creeps. You lying creeps. You envious evil creatures. I don't see you exposing real evil. For the most part. Most of you. And I see what you are. And I see some of you creatures claiming that you're good because you follow Jesus or religion or you're a Muslim. Some people kill in the name of Allah. Some people kill in the name of Jesus. Or whatever God, so-called God, whoever, kill in the name of Satan. You do. What is so good and moral about you beings that are religiotards? That's what I'd love to know. What is good and moral about you? Because I see it differently. I posted this that I'm going to read 4 hours ago on YouTube on the Sanity Machine on my posts, my community post page. I'll read it for you. Following and praising an evil, demonic, cruel, so-called, quote, God, whatever you wish to call it in brackets, you could call it a source, whatever, deity, doesn't make you good or holy or moral or worthy of freedom at all. It makes you a slave and a follower of evil and a supporter of evil, I might add. It makes you, in all capitals, immoral. I'm going to say that again. It makes you immoral and unholy and wretched and in support of suffering, pain, cruelty. You religiotards have things inverted. And I want you to understand that. And who does that encompass? Billions of humans. They claim there's billions on this earth or in this realm. So be it. Let's say that's true. I don't know if it's 7 billion, 8 billion, 10 billion, 2 billion, whatever. Most of them are religiotards. Atheists are few and far between. The Prophet Live, Felix said, "What a powerful proposition." In comments, he responded 3 hours ago. No one else had the guts to respond, or they were too lazy to leave a comment in response. The Prophet Live wrote, "What a powerful proposition, perhaps never spoken before in all of history, in this realm of atheists, agnostics, and religionists." And most of them are not atheist or agnostic. I dare say the most in this realm are religiotards. They're Jewish. There's supposedly over 1 billion Christians, over 1 billion Muslims. There's Buddhists, Hindus, tons of Hindus, Muslims, Christians. Most people are praising an evil, demonic, cruel, so-called God. And if you're doing that, you're evil. You're not, by definition, you're not good. You're praising, following, worshiping something that's evil. So how can you see yourself as good or holy, a good being or a good moral being? You aren't. Because you're literally, in actuality, following evil in a real way in this realm. In your thoughts, your beliefs, your behavior, your judgments of others, and in spirit. If you're following evil, you're not good. You're evil. That is logical to understand. You should be able to understand that with basic logic and reason. If you are following an evil entity, deity, source, so-called God, what you want to name it, your creator, then you are evil. You're following evil, supporting it, praising it, defending it, shouting down others that expose it, stand against it. You're standing with evil. So then, by definition, most on earth are standing with evil, which is why I call them demonic. They don't all have to be murderers. I hope you start to understand this, because most spirits in this realm are infected with evil. They are in support of evil. So start looking at it that way, and then wonder why so many of them don't behave in good ways. They're evil. They support evil. They follow evil. Their gods are evil. Or the things they call gods that are monsters. That's why I put gods in quotes quite often. They're following evil monsters. Evil, cruel, sadistic, brutal, sickening, leeching monsters. And you expect them to be good? Well, how can they be good? Look what they're worshiping, praising, following, praying to, getting down on their knees or prostrating themselves Muslim style, face down on the ground. I wonder if Mushroom Kai does that. What is a trans Muslim? I'd love to know. A gay trans Muslim. Go to Afghanistan and test that out. See if they welcome you in Afghanistan. Go there and say, "Hi, I'm Kai, a trans man." See if they welcome you. Tell them you're Muslim. This realm is full of ridiculous beings. Mentally fucked up and spiritually toxic and evil. Some of you would say, not my mother, not my grandmother, not my so-and-so, my aunt, whoever, or they go to church all the time, Stephen, but they're also good people. They're good Christian women or good Protestants or good Catholics, or some Muslims would say, oh, my mother's a good Muslim mother. They would have me burning in the lake of fire for saying what I say. So how good and moral are they? A lot of you don't think of things this way. You don't look at the realm critically and look at religiotards critically. Not just religion, the followers, the religiotards, the sheep, the flock. You got to start doing that if you want to see where you are. A lot of you don't want to do that because you get upset. Oh, my family, they're still religious, Stephen, and you're crying tears to me about it. I don't want crybabies around me. I want people to toughen up. Toughen up, Cupcake. You're going to be in a spiritual war. I don't want people breaking down crying. Crying for evil, crying for the followers of evil. Is that what you fucking think I want? Where's that message in any of my live streams and any of my videos over all of my channels over all these years? Where do I encourage crybabies? Where is their encouragement by me to be a fucking crybaby? I've never been a crybaby in my whole fucking life. Here in this hell realm. No matter what I went through. No matter what abuse, torture, whatever I went through. Never. And I never will be. Now, I don't credit evil for making me stronger. I made myself stronger getting through hardships, pain, suffering, torture, and evil attacks against me. You will never break my spirit. And some of you just want to be crybabies. Well, then you miss the message of my channel. You don't belong around me because you can't get it after 3-4 years. I'm not preaching to anyone to be a crybaby ever. It solves nothing and makes things worse. It's weak. Now, am I telling you, for the idiots out there, the low IQers, go away, first of all. Second of all, I'm not telling you that you can't cry at a loved one's funeral. That's not being a crybaby. That's different. That's grieving. That's mourning. That's being in pain and expressing real emotion. That's natural. But a lot of you in this realm are crybabies. You're crying and whining every goddamn day. And it's sickening. It just is sickening. Anyway, most of you walking this earth are evil. You support evil. Not just with governments and religions. With your very gods that you pray to and praise and worship. Bow down to, kneel down to, and you suck them off. You suck off evil monsters. You're gross. You're gross. You stand with evil, and I think that's sickening. And you cry for evil demons. I never see you cry for real, innocent, pure victims. Ever. This whole realm is inverted. All of it. And I haven't just said that. I've shown it. I've demonstrated evidence. I back up my words. I don't just spew empty words on here to get attention from people like other channels or to get shekels. I don't want your money. Help the needy, not the greedy. Give to children charities and animal charities. Help them. I don't want your money. Think of me as you donate to them. Help others if you can. Help others.